Hello, my name is Suzanne Deveau. I'm from Western Canada, and I am the co-host of the Suzanne and Sharon Let's Talk Business show. So I'm going to introduce you to my co-host, Sharon Parkinson. Sharon, take it away, please.
Hi, and I'm Sharon Parkinson from the UK, and our Let's Talk Business show is basically a way for us to showcase all of the people who are in OnPassive, who have a business that they want to grow using the products and services. So please stay tuned. We've got a really exciting guest on next, and that you'll get a feel for what this can do for you too. Hi everybody, so today we have got a very special guest all the way from Spain. He is a British guy, but he's living in sunny Spain, and we've known him quite a long time. He's Red Redfern, he's from the UK, and he's on the UK and Ireland leadership team and on the corporate leadership team, so he's very much in the know when it comes to the business. So Red,
Sharon, do you want to start off?
a bit of your background. So obviously you've been in OnPassive for a while, so do you want us to tell people how you found out about it, why you joined, and what it's going to do for your business, really?
I joined back in mid-September 2018, and I'd been in many online marketing programs, businesses, etc. Usual tale of promises of returns, investments, and all the rest of it. Some worked, some didn't. And after a lot of money, I decided to walk away from the ROI type of investments. And I was actively looking for more of a business type, product-based business opportunity that was out there. And a friend of mine called Derek Ventnor said, Red, just have a listen to these couple of audio videos here from somebody I've known online for a while. So I did. I jumped in, and it ended up being Ash Farah, and it was just 2 audio videos back then, setting out his vision of really what he wanted to try and achieve. I mean, this really was an idea all the way back then of something that he was trying to achieve. And to be honest, I was really hooked. You know, I am a visionary as far as online is concerned. I've always been heavily involved in the tech side of things and computers, going way back to the mid-80s, when my father was the first hotelier to have computers installed that had 2 that synced together, and he used a company called Neptune Computers from Germany, actually, back in '85. And I can remember it took them like 2 weeks just to get 2 computers to marry together to listen to each other. So I've always been into tech, and I've done C++ programming and other bits and pieces. So when I heard about what Ash was trying to do for not only marketers online, but also everybody from the normal guy to entrepreneurs to business people to colleges, universities, and larger, you know, I really was taken with it. And I thought, you know, for the price tag, the risk to reward ratio was absolutely amazing. So I jumped in all the way back then, and I kind of learned as I went. So that's how I got in, and that's when I first sort of got involved with OnPassive.
And obviously, did you join because you wanted to implement the tools into your own business?
Back then, in 2018, the tools that were available then were purely a business marketing tool. So if you were marketing anywhere on the internet, it was for you, you know. And I was already marketing this business that I've got here in south of Spain, which is a little glamping business. I was doing all the usuals. We were doing Facebook ads, we were doing Google ads, we were doing paid advertising, you know, all the usuals that you do out there, email marketing, all the normal types of stuff that you do online to get your business out there. So I was already paying for stuff all over the place, one payment here for one funnel, or email marketing over here, and the rest of it. So when I first looked at OnPassive, which was only going to be a online business marketing tool, I thought, you know, it makes so much sense all having it in one place. so you don't have to go anywhere else. Plus, they were going to guarantee the traffic, and not only just normal traffic, targeted traffic that I could market my business through for my specific business type online. And that really attracted me at the time. You know, it was something that pricked my ears up, and it was something that I thought, yeah, I could use this as a small business, which we are. You know, and obviously once I joined, I learned so much more about what OnPassive had to offer. Now, I was looking at it from my own self as a small, independent, standalone business that employed sort of up to 5 people and had quite a low turnover. But the more I got to know about OnPassive, it really is for any size business, whether you are a small independent like myself, medium, large, or even corporate. And we'll go right into universities, colleges, techs, and the big corporate size. And it has everything for you all in this one place. And that's just when it was back there. We are a completely different animal now, with so many more different products and services that we can offer absolutely every business, that there is such a good reason for you to come on board with OnPassive. I mean, the tools and products and services that we offer any business out there at the moment, not only are they cutting edge, brand new, built specifically just for OnPassive, but they're going to make your life easier. Now, this is the name of the game in business. I don't know, it doesn't really matter what business type you have, but normally the person who gets lumbered with doing all the work is the one who's normally the busiest. And what we're trying to do here is to make everyone's life easier by having these products that we've got here, so that it's easy, plug and play, click and paste, that's going to make that busy person's life easier. Not only it's going to make their life easier, but you're going to get a better return for your time that you're going to be putting into these products as far as advertising is concerned. Plus, also on the other side of things as well, is the price point for using them is going to be far cheaper than you see anywhere else. So it's a winner. Not only are you going to get a product that's far superior to what you're using already, but it's going to be cheaper and easier to use. It's going to make your life better. And the icing on the cake, as far as OnPassive is concerned, from a business point of view, is that thing called traffic. The hardest part of any business is getting qualified eyes in front of your business. And as far as OnPassive is concerned, they are going to guarantee targeted traffic. Now, I just want to talk a little bit here about the traffic aspect of OnPassive and how it's going to work for a business. Now, there's a lot of confusion that people aren't quite sure, well, if I join OnPassive, how is it actually going to work for me, this thing called targeted traffic? So let me just explain a little bit about how it's going to work for you as a business. As a business owner, when you sign up, as we are at the moment looking for founders in this pre-launch stage at the moment, you will get a founder's position within OnPassive. And as long as your company is legitimate, legal, and it is approved by OnPassive, you'll be able to host it on the OnPassive platform. That means you can bring your own domain name, website, etc. over to OnPassive, and we will market your business for you. So you're going to get 2 things that are going to happen here. Is the targeted traffic we're going to actually send to your business. So if you've done any Facebook advertising, which you probably have, or any other types of Google advertising, etc., when you come to the advertising boxes, you are selecting normally areas, age groups, types, or all the rest of it. OnPassive will be doing exactly the same. So if you're a florist, we'll say in Vancouver Island in Canada, you probably don't want to advertise anywhere outside except for your local area. With OnPassive, the same as the rest, you'll be able to click the boxes, so you're going to get targeted traffic to your own area. And this is how it's going to work, exactly the same as how search engines work now. When somebody is searching for any of your products from your business, as long as you have clicked the right categories within it for the advertising, we will put your link in front of these people. So what I mean by targeted traffic and qualified eyes, that person is actively looking for your product in your area. And so OnPassive, using their artificial intelligence that it is integrated into all their products and services, will target these people with your business. Now, obviously, if they like what they see, they are then going to go to your domain name that is hosted on OnPassive. They'll have to do a very short login, which is name and email, to access your domain name. And then they can buy whatever they want directly from you. But here is the thing that's going to make so much more difference to you as a business owner. Not only are you going to make a sale from that person, okay, who has clicked on your link and they're going to buy your flowers if they like it, and but you will also these people will also be given a 7-day free trial to use all of the products and services within the OnPassive ecosystem. Now, I don't know what percentage of people will use one of the products or services, but if anybody does pay for one of the products and services of OnPassive, you get a commission from that as well. So you've made 2 sales for the price of 1. So it just makes sense for a business to host their business on our platform, because not only are they going to get more sales because of targeted traffic, but there's also a very high probability that they're going to make commissions from the people buying one of the other products of OnPassive.
Oh, you need to take a breath. Oh, Red, you nailed it. And it's interesting when you talk about all that it offers. What's the one thing that every business owner values is time. There's a lot of people, they're successful, they're making the money. Hey, you know, my husband and I, we have an excavating business, but again, if something happens to Mike or something happens to you, you are the business, right? So that's another reason why I love OnPassive. It can be passive and it can get back some time, but if you want to carry on.
Everything I've talked about, as well as far as the advertising, the conversions and all the rest of it, it's all done automated. So you don't have to do anything at all. Okay, all you have to do is set it up once and let it run. Simple as that. You don't have to follow through. You don't have to chase up. You don't have to do any of this. All you do is put it in once and off it goes. Obviously, you can tweak things. All the rest of it, you can go in and out and you can change categories, whatever it may be. But as far as a business is concerned, as you rightly say, you know, I said it right at the beginning. Normally, the person who has to do the most work is the busiest, and that person wants to try and free up as much time as possible. And if they can put everything that they are doing already under one roof, so it does all exactly the same. You don't have to log into different places. You got one login to one account, job's done. It makes so much sense. And it really doesn't matter what your business type is either. Because within the ecosystem of OnPassive, not only are we going to be outsourcing the traffic to individuals who are actively looking for this, but at the moment, the foundership of OnPassive is around about just over 500,000, about 570 odd thousand people at the moment. Now, there is going to be a marketplace within OnPassive where all your businesses will be hosted as well. So not only are you going to get traffic coming from outsourcing, but every single founder and in the future reseller and customer will have access to this marketplace within OnPassive, where your business is going to be as well. So then they can also search on within the OnPassive platform for your business to gain more traction for yourself and make more sales.
Does
it get any better? Go ahead, Sharon. You want to ask something?
I think people obviously don't understand the magnitude, because like you said, myself and you and Neil, we've been in the business so long that we've seen it grow from being just that marketing system to what it is now. So it probably is a bit overwhelming for people to get their head around everything. So if you was to think of what you currently do in your current business, what would the tools that you will because there's 50, so you're not going to use them all. Which ones of the ones can you think that most businesses will adopt? Because they're the ones they should focus on, aren't they?
Yeah, of course they are. I mean, from my point of view here is that with my own business model that I've got here, traffic most definitely is probably the highest part. the email autoresponders from the OMail, probably OCapture as well, for those sort of things, for making up websites, etc. I'll be definitely using those three.
And
what else have I say
OLead.
again, sorry?
I was thinking OLead for your CRM.
Yeah, OLead as well. And I mean, if I was slightly larger, I'd probably look at OStaff as well. But because there's only 4 or 5 of us, I don't particularly need that. But if you're over 5 employees in your business, then the OStaff will be very, very handy for you, because it does everything from clocking in to all of the tax returns and everything, all for those customers, all for those employees that you have. So there's lots to go for in OnPassive. I mean, Ash Mufareh said everybody in the future will have a reason to come to OnPassive, whether they come for the communications, whether they come for the tools, the products, or the services, or just to connect. They will have a reason to come to OnPassive. And it really is as simple as that. Now, we're talking about businesses here, and this is just such a small niche part of what OnPassive has to offer. And we are looking at just the business side of it here now, without anything else that's going to go on as well. And time, as you said, Suzanne, is the main important thing as far as a business is concerned. If you can get a product or products cheaper than you're paying now, that is better than you've got now, and it saves you more time, then you're onto a winner straight away, aren't you? It's just an absolute no-brainer for people in business to use. And the best of it all is you will get invoices exactly the same as you do within your own business, that you can write off against VAT and tax as well as a business expense. Super great.
Super great. Excellent. Oh, I love it. I love it. And you just think about how complicated life is now with all these different programs. And, I've been going through that myself with accounting. So can't wait, just can't wait. And everyone's response is so open and positive. I think the world is ready for something that is simpler, easier, convenient, savings. We're just ready for something. We're ready for, and who would have thought someone like Ash would actually share so much profits with so many people around the world? So the humanitarian side, that's just.
I mean, this is what's going to make the biggest difference. I mean, let's just go back to the business side of things at the moment, and the reason that it's going to be so attractive from a business point of view is mainly the bottom line, because at the end of the day, things are tight anyway, and any way that you can shave a little bit off, they're going to have it. And the reason it's going to be cheaper is because of the system that Ash has put together as far as the company is concerned. Is there's him and us, that's it. Okay, yes, he has to pay his employees like everyone else does, but you've got no shareholders, you've got no backers, you've got no repayments, you've got all the rest of the things that make that bottom line more expensive, because you have to get to the other level first before you can then start making money for the company. With what Ash has done, it's completely been self-funded. He hasn't got people telling him what to do, so he's got carte blanche to do whatever he likes. And this is what's going to make the price tag so inviting for so many people within business. And that's, like you said as well afterwards, once we get to that stage of then with using the products and tools and services, that word's going to get out, more businesses are going to tell other businesses, and it's just going to go absolutely crazy, because people are going to see the benefit of being able to use it to make their lives easier. It's as simple as that. And anything that makes your life easier, and it's cheaper as well and better than you've got now, it's a done deal, as they say.
Exactly.
It's going to make a big difference as well. I know this from personal experience recently, is I create websites. I bought software because obviously we're still in pre-launch, so we're in a bit of limbo land, but you get bombarded. So you buy one product, and then 2 days later, the same person sending you an email and asking you to buy another product that's competing with the other product. And you're like, hold on a minute, you've just been promoting this one and now you're selling this one. With OnPassive, you don't need any other products. We will be better than everybody else. So you've got a one-stop shop, everything's under one roof, and it's one cost. And we
and of course as well, Sharon, all the products of OnPassive. I mean, at the moment, you're buying one bit from here, one bit from there, or wherever. None of these products interlink and marry together, do they? They are separate.
Yeah.
With OnPassive, every single product that we have within OnPassive's ecosystem, they will all work together. Okay, so the AI that's involved, if you buy one product and you want to add on to another one, it just links in like this and it works seamlessly together. It's not like you can only have one or another, which means you've got 2 logins, 3 logins, 4 logins, 5, all the time you're logging in and out. With OnPassive, you have one login to use as many of these products and services as you want. Again, like Suzanne said, this is saving time. Every single thing that you do is saving time. Not only are you getting the same service, is at a cheaper rate, you're also getting a lot more benefit for yourself because it's all in one place. You only have to log in once. It's all there. Your dashboard is in one place. You don't have to go check in here or anything that, and plus one of the other tools I'll definitely be using, by the way, for my business is OTrim.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because part of what OTrim is going to do is going to track your domain name, your name that you've shortened, and you'll be able to get so much feedback of where people are coming from, who's looking at it. And that means that when you are then refining your traffic search engine within OnPassive, you can be very, very specific about areas, age groups, etc., because you've already got this data that's been given to you by OnPassive from OTrim. It's a learning curve all the time anyway, but without that data, you wouldn't know what's going on. Because we've got this data, because it's included in the one price, okay, you can use it to your advantage. So every time I talk about it, I just get more and more excited about what OnPassive has to offer. Not only me as a business, but me as an individual within OnPassive. It really is mind-blowing. And I'm the same as Sharon. 2.5 years I've been very active within OnPassive, and I am probably more excited about what is coming now than I was 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago when I first got involved, because I can see the big picture now. I can see from when this idea and vision back there to where we are now, right on the cusp of launching this to the main our world, and what impact it's going to have to everybody. It's just going to be phenomenal and a joy to watch, to be honest, because I know I was there at the beginning. People are going to come up to you guys and say, "What, you're a founder in OnPassive?"
We've been saying that. We've been saying that. Saying, "What, you're a founder?"
Yeah. And Red, on a personal note, I know that you're a chef, but you love to travel. So, when you look at how you think about all those people that are founders, how their life is going to change, can you talk about from your own personal experience, what things are you going to do and what are you looking forward to?
Funnily enough, myself and my wife were talking about this today, actually.
Oh, good. She's telling you where you're going to go first.
No, we as far as OnPassive is concerned, I never thought I'd actually hear myself saying this, but the money side of things, I don't worry about because I know it's coming. Now, obviously, when I first joined, it was one part of the reasons I joined was to make a income online. But because I know so much more about what's happened and what is happening, the money side of things is going to be there. What it's going to be, I have no idea, but I know it's going to be there, and I know it's going to be life-changing. So obviously, we've talked about what we are going to do, and we haven't really got long-term goals at all. We've got the same goals and dreams as most people have out there, which is make sure that we are financially secure now ourselves. So that means getting rid of any debt that we might have, whether it's last of the mortgage or any credit card or whatever it may be. Get rid of all of that, make sure we're financially secure, then make sure our own immediate family is financially secure. And then once that has been filled, then we can go out and do a lot of good. And we have got some ideas about what we want to do locally in our own local area. And we're going to look into that when we get to that stage. But as far as traveling is concerned now, my word, we have got some lists, I'll tell you, going on of where we're going to go. And the reason we've got so many big lists of where we want to go is because of the people that we have both met online through OnPassive in this. We are a movement, we're a family, and we've made some very, very good relationships online with the OnPassive family. And we genuinely want to meet these people. So, you know, some of the places we've been before, but we just want to go to see these people and hang out, spend some time, talk about OnPassive and all the rest of it. Can't wait. And if there's a beach there, if there's a beach, it's even better.
Yeah, if you come to Western Canada, I live on a lake. So
oh, nice.
Yeah, lots of room
cool.
here, and we've got a little mini glamping as well. So we'll set you up. No problem. No problem.
I mean, I want to go. Probably the first place we'll be going to is New York, and then traveling down to see Marty DeGarmo. That's probably highest on our list at the moment to go and see Marty.
Be something, eh?
But for us, you see, New York is not a bad trip, really. It's 7 hours out and 5 hours back. So for us to get over to New York's pretty easy, to be honest. So we would do that and hire a motor car and just travel down, go and see Marty, hang out.
That would be amazing.
Oh, it's going to be great.
And I think that's something else, obviously that you mentioned about being a movement. We are a group of people who've all got the same dreams and goals of helping to make the world a better place, obviously. But like you said, meeting the people, we do all this on Zoom, and we're not able, because of current climate, to meet people. But I do believe that Ashley's going to start having events where we can all get together.
Oh yeah,
for
most definitely.
Customers as well, not just for founders, but for customers as well, which will help as well.
Yeah. I mean, this is when I said right at the beginning, my goal and dream is to be a global leader for OnPassive. And that's because I think in the future there is going to be seminars, there's going to be meetings and all the rest of it. Plus, there's obviously going to be a larger business corporate involvement with OnPassive going forward in the future. And, you know, certain people have got to head all that up as well. So that's my big goal and ultimate thing to do, is to try and move into that slot down the line somewhere. You know, I am very passionate about OnPassive. I can see the big picture and the vision that behind it. And I think Ash really likes to have like-minded people involved with it, you know, and I'm feel very grateful and privileged that I am on the leadership council within OnPassive, and of course with the UK and Ireland leadership team as well. We've got some really good big ideas, as you know, Sharon, for going forward for the UK and Ireland. And at the moment we can't do much about it because of lockdown and the rest of it, but we know our marketplace, you know, and at the moment we have to do it a different way, but the vehicle's there for sure.
Exactly. And I think there's a lot of small businesses who will definitely benefit from, you know, they struggle. A lot of small businesses struggle with how to manage. They don't even have, a lot of them don't even have a website, for God's sake. I mean, they just don't have one. They don't have a website because they don't know how to do it, and it's too expensive. And then they don't know how to get the traffic. And then the other thing is, it's like, you know, if you've got so many users, the price goes up. So that's one thing we touch on. So OnPassive, do you want to explain that with OnPassive, that we have unlimited everything really?
Yeah. Basically, the as far as a business is concerned, there is going to be a two-tier structure on business, and it will obviously depending on the size of your business. But I've been told that it's a small business is counting up to 15 employees, and then a medium-sized business is up to 100 employees. And then you're going into a corporate business after that. So there's going to be different pricings for the businesses under that. And the reason there is because your employees will have access to the OnPassive platform for the fee that you're paying. So for instance, if you've got 10 employees, you are paying a 10 employee package to use the OnPassive platform, and the 10 employees will have access to the OnPassive platforms, and vice versa. And part of the reason for this is it's throughout the products. For instance, if you are a large corporation with 1,000 employees and you have training modules that the employees have to watch or use, they'll be using Academy. They'll upload their training modules onto the Academy, and people, as far the employees, will be able to go there to use it, all within the pricing of it. So that's a very important part as far as business is concerned, is to know that the more people you have on there, you're not going to get asked for more money. They know the boundaries, because the boundaries are set out from word go, and you know exactly where you are. It's not like if you add 2 more on, it's going to go up a bit more. If you add 5 on, it's going to go up a bit more, because the boundaries are set out. You know exactly where you are. If you're a small business with even 5, even if you put another 5 on there, it's going to be the same price, and you can go all the way up to 15 people. So yeah, it's going to make a huge difference. Bottom line, at the end of the day, you know, this is what it's all about, is looking after that bottom line, because really every businessman knows the only way you make profit is normally by shaving off the bottom, not off the top, because you can't charge any more than you're already charging. So the way to make the most profit is to reduce your overheads, and part of your overhead is what you do online as far as marketing, websites, advertising, traffic, all the rest of it. And if you can get that cheaper, then you're making more profit because your overheads are getting lower.
And I just want to add to that too, it's predictable. Because when you're trying to, when you're planning for loans and line of credits, and you're just always trying to, we're a seasonal business, probably like you as well. Well, on those downtimes, but knowing that all my services are predictable, I know what it's going to be each month, right? That just takes a lot of stress out of the equation. Yeah,
of course it is. I'm probably the same as you, Suzanne. I do spend time doing the books and all the rest of it. And in the past, I've had Excel spreadsheets for Excel spreadsheets.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to do your forecasts. You have to know where you are, and all the rest of it. In the early days, I used to do a 2 weekly, monthly, 3 monthly forecast to see where we're at, to see any trends that are coming in and out. And after the second year, third year, you can forecast trends. But you can only do all of this if you've got the information. Now, if you know where you're at from word go, then you don't have to worry about that, because you know that this bundle of products that you have used is costing you that's it. Jobs are good, and you don't have to worry about increasing prices. You don't have to worry about renewals. You don't have to worry about remembering so many passwords, remembering different logins, all of the different bits that you have to remember for each one. Some have different security to another one. All these take time. All these you have to remember. And unfortunately, the only person that can do it is you, because there's no point in trusting somebody else to do it, because they might lose it or whatever, So with OnPassive, you can stick it all in one basket, all with one login, to make everyone's life easier. And you're going to get a better service with better products at a lower price tag. Winner, chicken dinner.
Right. Chicken dinner.
I love that.
Oh, that's great.
Quite a bit. And Red, one thing we haven't touched on, which businesses would love, is the fact that they become a founder or a reseller if they want to be, but they're going to get potential. They're not going to be spending anything because we're going to be paying them. So do you want to explain to them, because they may have picked up on that?
Yeah, as far as as a founder, if you have a small business at the moment and it's approved by OnPassive, as a founder right now, you can host that small business on the OnPassive website for your founder's fee. Okay, I think it's up to this 15 employees level. That will be included in your founder's fee price. So you can host a business and you're going to be a founder. Now, obviously, your business is your pride and joy. It's what you want to do and all the rest of it. But why not try and make a bit more money as well on the side, doing what you're already doing, by the way, because you're going to be using the products and tools. As a founder, you will have people being put into your group and team by OnPassive that you will be making commissions from. So it's going to be a secondary form of income for you. Okay. Plus, as a founder, reseller, all of these tools and services you will get for this one price. And that means that we are going to be paying you by the commissions of the customers that will be using the products and paying, that will come into your team under you. You'll end up where everything will be free. So as a business, that's massive. It means that obviously at the beginning, it will cost you whatever the fee is going to be. But in time, that fee will get less and less and less, to the point where we will be paying you to use our platform with all our products and services. And then over even more time, you'll be making profit. You'll be probably making a lot of money by just hosting your own business and being a founder within OnPassive. And this is on the side of your own business. So it can't really get any better than that, can it really? Not only are you selling more of your own stuff through your own business or getting more eyes in front of it from an advertising point of view, but then you're also making money through OnPassive on the side. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, cherry on the top.
Yeah, and I think
Cherry on the top.
it's going to be more beneficial for the small business, but for the bigger businesses, they could use that extra income for things like incentives for the staff. It could be put towards a Christmas party, you know, anything that they want to offset the cost against. So I think it's a win-win for any size of business, really.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I was talking from my own personal point of view for what I know about. As far as corporate is concerned, there's going to be massive incentives for these guys.
Yeah,
you know, there really is. I mean, and don't forget, you know, down the line and in future, OnPassive is already looking into having their own cloud-based hosting services. They're already looking into hardware services. So that actually means computers and mobile phones. They're looking into Wi-Fi. They're looking into internet. They're looking into all Sky. You know, it's looking at Skynet at the moment. I know they're looking at that. You know, so down the line and in the future, there is so many other services and products that can come into this ecosystem to be used by absolutely everyone. It's phenomenal what is going to be available for everybody under one roof. Nobody else has done this online at all. And this is why it's going to be disruptive. This is why it's going to take the internet by storm, because at the moment, the big wigs have got hold of everything. You know, I mean, it is time for change, and it is time for a new kid on the block. If you look back in history, as far as the internet is concerned, you know, back in the day when it all started, there was from a search engine browser point of view, there was AOL, Ask Jeeves,
and
who else was
MSN as well.
MSN as well, you know.
Yahoo.
Yahoo. I mean, Yahoo's still around, but where they all gone now? You know, they've all gone by the side, and Google are the one now. And the reason is because they came along with a better version of what was there. You know, with mobile phones, it used to be Nokia, Motorola. You know, now we've got Samsung and we've got Apple. You know, it's not because the phones then were bad. It's just that there's better stuff out. You know, now there's better stuff to use. OnPassive is exactly the same. We are using products and services that are already here on the internet. What we are doing is making them better, easy to use, and cheaper. And people are naturally going to migrate to us because we are better. Not only are we, you know, I'm just going to touch on one product, okay, that is going to absolutely revolutionize OnPassive. Just this one product, and that is we're using Zoom right now, okay? OnPassive's product that's going to rival Zoom is called O Connect. Now, there's nothing wrong with Zoom, except they've been around for a long time, okay? Now, I know what everyone's going to say is, I use Zoom and it costs me nothing, right? That is for millions and millions upon millions of users. You're absolutely right. But last year, Zoom made $139 billion. So somebody is paying. And I know a lot of people pay to use Zoom.
I do.
Yep, I do.
Yeah, exactly. But the majority of people all say it's free. Now, obviously, OnPassive will have free versions of every single product that they have. Okay, but it's only going to be to a certain level. You'll be able to use the free version, but obviously there is the paid version as well. So OConnect, as far as Zoom is concerned, with Zoom right now, I can't drag and drop anything on top of this main screen that we're looking at. Yes, I've got an icon up here in the box that shows me, or if I go across, I can see the rest of the participants, etc., etc. What OConnect are going to do is they're going to hold their main screen, and there's going to be a menu bar. And from that menu bar, you can drag and drop videos, chalkboards, chat boxes, other videos on top, anything you want on top of the main screen without losing this screen. And here is the kicker as well. If you are a company that has a worldwide presence and you are doing Zoom webinars throughout the world, normally everybody has to do it in English so everybody understands. With OConnect, they will have auto translate live on OConnect throughout the country, starting with 56 languages. That means I'm talking in English, but you can select your language and it will get auto translated live in real time to the other end. Now, that is just phenomenal what is available. This also means that if you're a teacher, you can teach kids all over the world from different places without having to translate, because they can choose their own language. Wow. It is absolutely phenomenal what is going to be available for us. And that is this is one product that we have within our arsenal of products as far as OnPassive is concerned. Each one of our products is a standalone business on its own.
If you don't,
I'm going on. Sorry, I'm going on.
No, we love it, Red. We love it. And how can you not? I think when people are first shown OnPassive, you know, if they're not shown correctly, they may not get it. But once you understand, you really need to dig and take a look, take a second look, because it's a lot. But once you understand, it's so obvious. There's an insatiable appetite for something better. Always. We always want something better, faster, cheaper, more convenient, right? We're just human nature. We've gotten so used to being spoiled. Oh, what's the next new thing, right? People are curious. They want their life to be easier. So, and now we're kind of, you know, people are concerned about privacy and data and all those things. So OnPassive is perfectly timed.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think as far as people who are looking at this for the first time, if you are watching this and you're a small business or whatever you are, and you're looking for this for the first time, it might sound completely overwhelming to you, but just take it at the simple facts. Is it going to make my life easier? This is from a business point of view. Is it going to make my life easier? Yes. Is it going to cut my costs? Yes. Is it better than what I'm using already? Yes. Just those three things alone from a business point of view, it is a done deal for you to have a look at OnPassive. Just those three things. You don't have to know about everything else that OnPassive is going to do, because you're looking at it from a business point of view. So those three things, okay, makes your life so much easier. And that's why you should host your business on OnPassive, because it's just going to make your life easier. Simple as that. And that, at the end of the day, that's your bottom line as far as a business is concerned. There's so much more to it. But right at this moment, keep it simple. Those three things you would join for.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. That about wraps it up in a nice little bow. Oh, that was great, Red. Thank you so much for coming today.
You're
That's
welcome.
Great. Yeah. And Sharon, any last words?
I know you're so passionate about OnPassive like we are, because we've been with it for so long. It's like our baby, isn't it? But we do, we are very passionate from the product point of view. So you've really packaged it really well, and really grateful for you being on this call. And I'm hoping that people who are watching can see that this isn't just one of those things that comes around once in a while. This is like going to revolutionize things that you've never, you know, you're not going to see anything like this again. And, you know, this company is going to launch with probably nearer to 1 million members. So that has never been done before either. We are going to break many records, and we'd like to know that you're going to be in the business with us, so you can actually, you know, benefit from this revolutionary business, which is OnPassive. So thank you very much, Red. We've really enjoyed our call.
You're welcome.
Oh, you're the man. Thank you so much, Red.
Yeah, thanks very much.
See you later.
Oh, Red.
Oh, wasn't that amazing? We had a really good interview there. I'm learning so much about people in this business. It's unbelievable. Every week it's something different, and we've just got people queuing up to be on this show because they're getting results. You know, we're having people who've been on our show, we've promoted their business, and then they're getting leads and also sales. So it does work if you do put the effort in. Suzanne, what do you think?
Absolutely, Sharon. It's amazing learning about all these industries. So if you liked this video or any of our interviews, please give us a like, ring the bell, and subscribe so you can get a hold of all the interviews we're going to be doing. And if you're looking at this video from someone that referred you, please sign up with them. If you want to join OnPassive, it would be the best decision of your life. And if you've just come across us, no one has referred you, then you can join us at SuzanneandSharon.com. But we're all about integrity. So please join with the person that shared this with you. Have an incredible day, and we'll see you on the next interview.